Hello, and welcome to video number 57 in this series exposing the Jesuit Vatican shadow empire and the war it is waging against the freedoms of men and women worldwide. Freedom of speech, the freedom to speak one's mind, to speak the truth on any matter, anywhere, at any time, is being eroded quickly as all narratives in human communication channels are being shanghaied, manipulated, or shut down to suit the propaganda and commercial purposes of the Roman beast system. This video message is my response to number 1, the new YouTube policy and what it means for small unmonetized channels, and number 2, increasing censorship. This will be a shorter video outlining a few things that I believe are important to share with those of you who have been following this discourse for the past 10 months. The time is late in my opinion, and the war against truth is stepping up. The Jesuit-controlled CIA, or Catholics in Action Agency, are upping the ante in their program to control the flow of information through all media sources, but in particular, the internet and social networking systems. If you weren't aware already, Facebook and YouTube in the Western sphere were set up deliberately to harness world social communications. The purpose was to present these platforms as free or democratic agencies for anyone to use, further bolstering the idea of freedom of choice. This is an illusion. I repeat, freedom and democracy are illusions. I have said this repeatedly in many of the videos I have shared. Elections are fake. Freedom to live how you want and where you want is an illusion for the most part. Freedom to go where you want, when you want, is also an illusion. All education is standardized UN World Core programming. Believe me, what people were free to do 100 years ago is now just a vague memory. Everything is controlled by insane levels of red tape, restricting what people can or can't do or say. If you aren't aware of this, then you're asleep. And I would say, wake up. Social networking platforms were set up to corral all human communications and steer the narratives almost right from the start. Why? Not only can the alphabet agencies monitor what people are discussing, they can take action and set up counter-narratives to suppress the flow of truth that could threaten the Jesuits' world power base. The first successful SMS, or SNS I should say, was called 6 Degrees. And this was set up in 1997. And then popular blogging sites began to appear in the late 90s. MySpace and LinkedIn both appeared in 2003. And YouTube arrived in 2005. Finally, Facebook and Twitter appeared in 2006, only 1 year later. Can you see a pattern here? They all appeared within 3 years. When the Jesuits realized that social networking was becoming popular and taking off, they realized they had to control it, so they created their own sites in order to dominate communication flows. The same thing happened internationally in China, Korea, Japan, and all European countries. I maintain that the handful of large platforms used by 60% or more of the world's population are all controlled 100% by the Jesuit media conglomerates, and that in less than 5 years, possibly as little as 2, only certain subjects will be allowed for open discussion on all social media platforms. Games, sports, pop culture, TV, and fake news channels will pervade for the use of commerce and the distraction of people away from world realities. YouTube have announced that on December 10th they will implement a new policy in which the terms appear somewhat ambiguous. As far as I can make out, the aim is to eradicate small non-commercial channels. The reason given is that YouTube can no longer afford the disk space for content that doesn't make money from ad revenue. This is disingenuous, as they have openly welcomed all content for the last 14 years. This is a perfect way for the Jesuits to get rid of truth channels that weren't set up for the purpose of profit, but social dialogue. And that includes me. My channel was set up to share the truth about this world system and to provide answers to people searching for hope. I never had any intention of profiting from truth. How could I do this with a clear conscience? Jesus Christ said in Matthew 10 and verse 8, "Freely you have received, freely give." And that's what I intend to do, no matter how difficult it may get. Make no mistake about what is happening on YouTube or any other social media platform. Censorship is increasing. Certain subjects and certain language is being prohibited under threat of penalties. A new wave of fascistic political correctness is about to sweep all communications media under the guise of hate speech. The truth about this world and what is going on and who is behind it is increasingly being suppressed. Communist groupthink and oneness is being forced down our throats, and independent thought and criticism is being suppressed. Expect the onslaught to get worse. Most people are now so dumbed down that they just don't care, because they've been deceived into believing conspiracies don't exist and that they are just theories. They are living for the pleasures of the moment and to hell with truth and eternity. The Jesuit Vatican beast system is rising rapidly around us worldwide because it has little to no opposition. In response to this, I have no plan at this stage of how or where I can upload my videos should my channel be pulled from YouTube. All other video platforms look like they could all go the same way as YouTube eventually. The answer may be that I will upload new videos to my website, darknessisfalling.com, and send out a notice by email of any new uploads to anyone who is interested in watching. I want to thank all of you who have subscribed and taken the time to comment and dialogue with me over the last 10 months. My hope is that YouTube won't delete not only my channel, but all those that are also working hard to spread the truth and keep the free flow of information alive in these last days on earth. However, knowing the Jesuit plan to control the minds of men, I can say with certainty that this will happen soon. Should the inevitable occur, please go to my website, darknessisfalling.com, or email me directly at wmboot@gmail.com. I will repeat, go to darknessisfalling.com or email me directly at wmboot@gmail.com. May God bless all of you who are searching for the truth. Thank you for listening, and I really hope to see you in the next video.